Good morning, lovely people, and welcome back to Death and Taxes. We're going to continue on with day 13 today. So at the end of last episode, we changed our look and put on our glorious new Sugar Skull outfit, which was most exciting. So let's go ahead and get started with the day, shall we? Alright, our desk really is cluttered, isn't it? Flip the coin and put the coin in the drawer with all the other coins. Lovely. Right, first things first. Corker time. Although I do notice, actually, look, there's actually no death cards. But lots of lovely little footprints. Anyway, anti-base shorts animus still simmering in the background, even after death of front leader. Yeah, we killed the anti-base shorts guy. Whoops. An unique development in wind turbine design found increases energy production while lowering costs. We did a good thing! Yes! Animistic cult turns into an environmental group. Hostage crisis solved at local courthouse. Experimenting drug dealer invents powerful hallucinogen. Accidentally stumbles off bridge. To be honest, that's one of the best looking sets of Corker tweets we have seen since we started this, and we're apparently starting today nice and bright and early at 10:58 AM. Beautiful. Now, instructions. Oh look, you can get the paw prints on top of the note. That's pretty cool. Lucky day, or is it? The unjustly denigrated unlucky number 13. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day, like all the other days. Quota for the day. A total of 3 humans have to die. Humans in the field of religion have to die. Spare any humans with an artistic background. Enjoy your pleasant workday. Fate. Well, we would, if your kitty hadn't stolen all of our bits. See? Cute. Real cute. Thanks, cat. They gone. We cannot zap anybody. So I guess we just send off the day. There's nothing to click. Fate is going to be pissed, I'm sure, but we had no notes. What were we meant to do? The cat lounges on the table, brushing her ear with her paw. You stole our files, cat. Look at this. Cat, there's been a burglary. Yes, it was a cat burglary. Ba-dum-bum. We're doing it. The cat pauses for a moment, then continues brushing herself, indifferent to your plight. My files were stolen. I suspect the Grimm at table number 8. I bet they had something to do with it. Yeah, but see, I don't. Not unless they're also a cat. Before the cat has a chance to respond, the phone rings in an ear-piercing metallic clatter. You hear a familiar voice.
Hello? Hello? Lady Poddington, is Grimm there? Oh, goodness. Grimm, I heard that. I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly. But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. Understood?
Ooh, so now this is an interesting decision point. We can either tell Fate that someone's nicked our files, or we can just accept this as something we shouldn't have done and glare at the kitty. Controversial. What do we pick? Well, I think we've spent most of this time trying to get on Fate's good side. We've done all the things we thought he wanted, so yeah. The files were gone!
What? Could you repeat that? All I hear is static.
They're not going to listen to us, are they?
No matter. You know what the job entails, Grimm. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to stay in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all.
I'm on to you, kitty. But to be fair, I can't stay mad at you, you're so cute! The cat is already asleep. She purrs softly, contented. Off we go, I guess. Well, that was a swift day in the office, earning us a grand total of 0. Lovely, guys, lovely. Still, always worth checking in on our pal Mortimer.
Avast ye! Pursue the finest booty you've ever seen.
I'm pursuing it. I want that snow globe. I don't even really know what it does, it just looks cool and I like snow globes. But, alas, we cannot afford it. Especially not when we end up with 0 days like this. Disappointing. Let's go to bed. Take 2. Should we see if we've actually got some cards today? What? Oh, phew. There's some cards, although I notice the red one is back. Right, straight to Corker. It's blank? Clearly, our day of nothing yesterday did nothing. Weird. Instructions. Morning, Grim. I expect you in my office for your performance review after you're done today. Oh gosh. Now I'm gonna panic. Do not worry about that right now, though. Focus on the task at hand. Well, you shouldn't open with performance review then, should you? Quote of the day. 5 humans have to die. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans at the left side of the profile bundle. Choose humans at the left side of the profile bundle. Looking forward to the review. Fate. When he says the left side, does that mean I have to keep them in this sort of pattern? And just kill those 5? That I'm a little lost on, not gonna lie. Right. Let's plot the instructions up there. And start reading, I guess. So we need to try and keep them in this order? To keep those on the left? On the left? Well, 5 of them have to go, and we've got 9. Number 1. The red one. Rosalie Sand, 44. Flight attendant. Always cheerful, Rosalie was born to... Grim, listen. Sorry I took so long. You made the choice and got censured for it, but I had to test you, to know if you have what it takes. I won't ask anything that big again, but I ask for your trust, and for small acts of defiance. You should let this one live. Stand against fate's rules, and I will show you what lies beneath. Interesting. Kinda want to do it. Kinda want to see what the red cards do. Okay, well, that's you. Really, she should be one of the death ones, because she is transportation. Anyway, moving on. Albert David... How do you say that? Gok? 54, corrupt CEO. I mean, the fact that he's got corrupt in his title kind of tells us what we need to know, doesn't it? Albert is an incredible human being, as in, never in all history has there been anyone who has destroyed so many humane and social systems with such nihilism and greed. They will stop at nothing in their quest to squeeze out any short-term profit. Well, 5 have got to go. You sound like a pretty bad person. We're just going to mark you already. I know you might have been slightly on the right, but yeah. Ziani Wright, 24, food service assistant. Ziani prepares the food for cooking, beverages for drinking. Later they clean the kitchen work areas. It's routine and repetitive work, but it's the best they can manage while trying to get themselves through college. They've learned to cope with the struggle after their parents died when they were very young. Ah, she sounds like a fairly good person. Okay. Zygmunt Zosie. You have got wonderful hair and facial hair going on your little profile picture, haven't you? 25. Unemployed. From all the available activities, Zygmunt only likes watching TV, playing computer games, drinking beer and eating pizza, without even live streaming at all. They live with their mother and claim to have no mission in life other than wasting the world's resources. Well, what's that all about, Zygmunt? Just no. Okay, we'll stick you back there, and we'll keep working our way across. Jafar Harun, 40, crane operator. Jafar is a mediocre crane operator. They make a notable amount of mistakes, then blame others for those mistakes. Jafar has an alcohol problem, and gets abusive towards their significant other and children if they get angry when intoxicated. Bad guy, no. I'm sorry, but you're just a bad egg. You're dying too. Lots of bad eggs in today's. Right. Hakan Tradezki, the 57-year-old streetcar operator. You sound like transportation. When younger, Hakan was a driver of both ambulances and fuel trucks for the military. Now they drive a streetcar all across Cosmopolis City and have driven it for almost 3 decades. In their spare time, they watch a lot of television and solve all kinds of crosswords and puzzles. You don't sound like an awful guy, though. Elia Sarrazin, 27, cook. Elia chose to learn the art of gastronomy because it felt like a decent and stable job. Good food is always needed. I agree. Aside from cooking, they enjoy long treks through nature and mountain climbing. You sound pretty good. Kira Erin Moore, 40, chauffeur. I suppose that's also transportation, isn't it? Kira initially became a rideshare driver due to needing extra funds. Soon they found an opportunity to upgrade to a luxury vehicle chauffeur, which required to go through extra training in evasive and defensive driving techniques. These days they feel pretty badass behind the wheel. I can see why. And last but not least, Ivan Myatlov, 23, student. Ivan is a student at the local Polytechnical Institute, but their real passion is hiking. They are preparing for a challenging skiing trip to the nearby mountains with a group of friends. On completion of this trip, they would all be awarded the highest hiker certification. Well, that's a little bit weird that you would get a hiking certification for skiing, but hey, what do I know? So, according to this, transportation people have to die, right? So, if we remove the 2 that we've already marked for death and stick them down here out the way, that would imply we've got to kill this flight attendant and this chauffeur and this streetcar operator. Seems reasonable. That puts us up to the 5. But I don't really know what this left side stuff means. I suppose that means these guys. And I kind of want to see what this red card stuff does. This one says live. Stuff it. We're doing it. I want to see what obeying the red cards means. We already did the fearsome red card last time. I mean, how bad can it go? And then if we do follow this transportation one, that's another one for the death pile, and another one for the death pile. Sorry guys, but fate has decreed. Then that gives us 4, and then it says people on the left side, so by that logic, that should be one of these 2. But frankly, we've already broken the rules, and both of these 2 seem better than this guy, so although I do love pizza, I'm with him on that one. He doesn't seem to be giving any purpose to the world, and these guys are giving the world food and, you know, ski trips. But he is also a student in polytechnical subjects. He might do something magnificent. So let's knock you off. Sorry, Zygmunt, but apparently these things have to happen. And then that should give us 5 and 4, the day complete. Let's send it off and go absolutely bomb our review, shall we? As I suspect that's what's going to happen. Please be kind, Fate. Please. It looks like Fate is back. Oh.
I have returned. Did you miss me?
Let's flatter him. Let's try and get on his good side. Sure, I like our little chats.
Great. I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay. Yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers? Please. Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation.
Is it possible to get fired in this game? Is there a problem?
No, I would not say that. In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told.
Yes, that's all we've ever hoped for in life. Being a good sheep, doing what we're told.
There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
Oh, but the rules are there for a reason. What else am I supposed to do? Are you telling me to break the rules, Grimmy?
Of course, great care goes into calculating the equilibrium. But is that all that matters? One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull?
Well, there was that day I went rogue and killed everybody according to the red card, and you got very angry with me.
You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with that.
Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
A bonus, you say? Oh my gosh, we got 900 happy monies. We have enough for the Snowglobe. Please say the Snowglobe's there. Please, please, please. Mortimer, do you have the Snowglobe?
Back
Oh,
from
yes.
our booty, are ye?
Yes, I am.
Well, scuttle me boat, why don't ye? Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day, and the cave at the bottom of an ocean, but 'twas guarded by a horrendous beast. So, had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle with a kraken. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well, though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous globe. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later.
Oh my gosh. That's not the best story you've ever told us, Mortimer. Crow faces on her feet? What was she doing? Oh, I'm very excited by this. Also, the little cloud is in our dressing room again. Let's go say hello.
Psst. See? What did I tell you?
I guess, yeah, you were right.
The others conspiring behind your back. You saw the result.
I think it was the cat.
They waited for you to let the guard down, whispering, "Look, it's the pathetic runt."
So rude.
They'll make you fail and get you fired.
Yeah, you can get fired.
Or are you deliberately trying to fail? That's devious. Keep them guessing and watch your back, Reaper.
I don't like this. I'm not gonna fail. Or I don't want to fail. But I do think we need a new suit. Something we've not worn before. What should we go for? I mean, frankly, one of these nice plain black ones goes quite nicely with our new face. So does this one with the pale blue. Although that one might go quite nicely. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Go, a new face and a new shirt. And to bed, we take our new face. Morning, 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 people. Let's see what the office has to show for us today. Look at our little snow globe. You're fun, aren't you? Move the pen out the way. So what happens? Shake it all about. Oh, look at that. That's fun. Pluses going everywhere. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what this means or what this tells us, but surely pluses are good. I just thought it would be fun to do this. Woo! Make lots of noise, get lots of snow. Oh, magnificent. Oh, I like that very much. We're going to have to try and fit this into the desk as well. Does it fit there? Yeah. My desk is so cluttered. God, it's a wonder we get any work done. To Corker. Infamous CEO sails their enormous yacht directly into a beach found impaled on tree. It's a pretty nasty way to go if you ask me. A house fire caused by faulty equipment claims the life of a youth. That'll be our pizza munching friend. Young cook discovers new healthy way of preparing food. Doctor's amazed. Chauffeur dies as their vehicle gets rammed off-road. Drunken crane operator tips crane into the sea. Controversial choices. So, congratulations, Grim. You passed the performance review as expected, but let us not dwell on the past. I need you to focus on the future. This will be a tough day. Be attentive. All right, we'll try. At least... Oh, not at least. A total of 6 humans have to die. At least 3 humans with a scientific background have to die. At least 2 humans aged 30 or younger has to die. Humans are so easily corrupted. Good reaping. Fate. Okay. Plonk the instructions there. We've got 8 of them, and 6 of them have to go, which is quite a lot. And 3 with a science background. I don't know how many of them are sciencey, but killing all the scientists sounds like a very bad plan to me. Who have we got here? Lainani Laita, the 40-year-old marine biologist. Lainani, a professor at the Cosmopolis Central University, has dedicated their life to studying the well-being of aquarium fish. Since it's already known that goldfish have a decent memory, they advocate banning small fish bowls. Lovely. I do like fish, they're rather lovely. Swimming around with no cares in the world, unless they're in a tank like in Finding Nemo, where they definitely had cares. Who else have we got today? Kaiko Tanaka, the 21-year-old student. Kaiko goes to the Central Cosmopolis University, where they study organic and medicinal chemistry. As a hobby, they enjoy painting lots of fancy, expensive miniatures, which they purchase using the money of their wealthy parents. That choice of studying means you can also go in the scientific background pile. Liliane Coeur, the 39-year-old climate scientist. Liliane hails from a small village on the coast where they spent their early years studying ichthyology. This later inspired them to turn their attention towards global matters, to the multitudinous interrelated networks that make up our planet. Sounds like you're doing a good job, really. You're also a science chap, down there. And then we've got Abu al-Filani, the 35-year-old white-collar criminal. Growing up, Abu showed great promise in being a talented artist. At one point, they shifted their efforts towards forgeries of different types, from paintings to money, at which they are also highly skilled. You're a bad egg, guy. What are you doing? Bad egg pile, down here. Oliver J. Ballard, 29. Identity thief. Sounds like you're going towards the bad egg pile too. Oliver stole toys when they were young and their family was struggling to find happiness in misery. As they got older, they became a regular swindler in order to improve their living situation, but after a while saw the futility of the endeavour. In the pursuit of finding a life they deserve, they've assumed to identity of an identity thief. Bad egg pile. Who have we got here? Mark F. Plyer, 31, engineer, aspiring film director. Mark originates from the island of Iria, but moved to Cosmopolis City at a young age. They studied engineering at the Polytechnical Institute, then started a side career as a MeTuber, mostly videos about engineering, where they've gained a considerable following. Mainly they aspire towards becoming a film director. I mean, I don't think you're particularly sciencey, but you sound like a pretty good egg, really. Let's put you up here in a slightly different pile. There's organisation in the madness. Also, I love how we organise the notes, and yet they totally go off the desk, but they float. It's just perfect. Last 2 chaps, we've got Zara Sayal, 38, asteroid hunter. What began as a constant stargazing as a child turned into a career in astronomy. Zara's main goal is to find asteroids that could potentially hit the planet, and alert the asteroid destroyer unit in the military. Sounds a bit sciencey to me. Let's stick her in the science pile. And our last chap, Benoit Krakow, 55, online casino operator. Benoit built a website to lure people who like to gamble but don't want to leave the house to do so. All the games are rigged, of course, and highly addictive. They have games designed to appeal to people of all ages and social backgrounds, even kids. So you're going in the naughty pile. So, 6 have to die. Well, we've got 3 in the naughty pile. That's 3 sorted. They want us to kill 3 of the scientists, which is just nasty. And they want at least 2 humans aged 30 or younger to die. One of our chaps down here in the naughty pile is already under 30. This is going to be unpleasant. I don't really want to kill any of these good ones. They all sound lovely. And I mean, I feel like killing you is going to ruin the world's climate. You're still a student. You've got so much potential. Who knows what you'll get up to? but you are under 30, and it says 2 under 30, and having a little look, you're 38, 39, 40, 31, which means you are the only other under 30, so I guess you've got to go. Disappointing. Then what if we were to get rid of... Oh, do we kill the fish lady? That seems so mean. Oh gosh, this is awful. And I guess it would have to be the asteroid hunter if we wanted to save the climate scientist. But then I feel like that just means tomorrow an asteroid's going to come and hit the planet. That just doesn't seem like a good plan, really. Well, let's start marking these chaps. We need to move them up a little bit. Let's start marking these chaps. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. Look. Our Snowglobe has changed. That's just given us little negative thingies. Is this trying to tell us something? That by killing him we've done bad for something? Ooh, this is most interesting. I don't really know what this all represents. And what happens if we click you? Oh gosh! The building just changed! It was a big, tall office block, and now it's a little red house. What? Oh my gosh, I want to keep clicking and seeing. And now it's an office block again. Oh gosh, this is so bizarre. And I hate to do this, because you could be a very good human, but... And you? Okay, still an office block, but some negatives there. And if we get rid of the really lovely sounding fish biologist? Oh, I opened my drawer. Negatives, but on this, like, dove piece thing. I've kind of lost track of what I've even done. I've killed 5 people. Right, let's stick you all out the way. You guys are all, sorry, dead. And then we need to get rid of one more out of these 3. And it should be someone sciencey. I think we need to save the climate scientist. I think he's going to do good things for the world. Saving him doesn't change the bubble, apparently. Okay, you're surviving. I kind of want to save the asteroid hunter. I know it's not strictly killing the right number of scientists, but I'm really scared if I don't save her, an asteroid's going to hit the planet and we're all going to die, and it's going to be like Armageddon. Good film. Ugh. I've done it now. Oh, she created some pluses in the peace side, and then that means you have to go, and that's changed the house back into a house from the building. I don't understand this snow globe. It's a bit intellectual for me, I think. Let's see what fate has to say.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well.
I think we are.
I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
So many options. All of them seem kind of sad. It wasn't that bad, really. It was alright. One day follows another.
Just so. Even we cannot stop the constant advance of time. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay.
Only he could say yay with such unenthusiasm.
Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
I mean, I think I'm content. Although maybe we should go rogue and just do whatever the hell we fancy. We went a little bit rogue today with the jump between how many science people we saved. That's definitely not as rebellious as he wants us to be, is it? Oh my.
Perhaps one day you can be a great worker. This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
Let's do some questioning. Let's find out what's going on. I'm still a bit unclear on the origin of the rules.
What do you mean?
I mean, do you pick what's supposed to happen and thus make it happen?
Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our datamongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly.
But how can that be? If I mark profiles, don't these decisions affect other people? A la butterfly effect, you know.
In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider, time works a bit differently in here.
I know, we're always starting work at 6 PM.
Anything else?
So yeah, on that note, how long is a day anyway?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity.
No, I've learnt this. It's a fuzzy ball of timey-wimey.
I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region.
He's got a point. A lot of mad stuff has happened since we started.
Time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass, at different intervals. Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity.
Except apparently to our data scientists who are working it out. I'm on to you, Fate.
Anything else?
I think we should get back to work. This is too
Until
much for my little
tomorrow,
brain.
Grim.
$300 monies. I thought we'd have got slightly more than that. Were we not due 400? Maybe we... Oh, 300 because we mucked up, technically, by saving the wrong science people.
Shiver me timbers! Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium.
No, I've not seen these before. Sleek, stylish glasses. Ooh. They are also the only thing we can afford, so we're buying them.
We don't really plunder educational organizations, eh? Ye can't rob the ideas hiding inside the brain. Well, usually. So where did I get these fancy scholarly glasses, ye ask? Once, they belonged to a royal merchant, whose caravan I held at gunpoint. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. 'Tis be a powerful artifact, turning one into a formidable business powerhouse. How'd ye think I got a hold of this shop?
Interesting. We'll have to try them on soon. How about now?
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment.
It does?
Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
What are you rambling about?
Nothing. I wouldn't dare say a thing, Your Majesty. Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
The cloud definitely thinks we did something good today. I have no idea quite what. I just came to see what my glasses look like. Oh, interesting. We've got boss, director, magical, rebel. Are you okay? Interesting. I love this blue, it's such a nice blue. But I think, as nice as they are, we've only spent a day with this little blue sugar skull. We're going to keep it for another day or so. And snooze it is. Morning, morning, bright and early. Into the office we shall go. Day 16. Let's see what we can achieve. Okay. First things first. Woo! We got some money. Into the drawer it goes. And to checking Corker. Let's see what today's all about. There may be hope for our planet yet. Scientists on the verge of a breakthrough that may help the dwindling fish population. Notorious identity thief disappears. But are they truly dead? We can never be sure. Famous forger found dead in their apartment. Possible mob hit suspected. Online gambling developer found dead at home, having choked on their morning sandwich. Big asteroid alert! It's coming right for us! See, I knew if we killed her, an asteroid would come. We saved her. She spotted the asteroid. Magnificent! Don't worry, Bruce. You are not needed, you and your team of deep-sea oil drillers. We will be alright. Let's see what the spawned mail shows today. Look here, Grim. How about we try some new methods of maintaining equilibrium? I have great faith in these techniques of a more structural nature. Quota. A total of 2 humans have to die. The humans on the opposite ends of the profile bundles have to die. Yes, this may be the key. Fate. Okay, so we've got 2, and we've only got 4 to pick between, so this is a very interesting choice. Snowglobe, Snowglobe, tell us the truth. What's happening today? We've got 3 lots of pluses and some minuses over this house thing. We'll stick you back up there. And let's get reading, shall we? So it sounds like we've got to keep these all in order. So, on the far right, we have got Talia Alfazi, 64, President? Oh my days. Talia is the current president of Formosa, recently elected after years of working as a professor of economic theory. They are known for being critical of exploitative structures and pushing for more wealth equality. They have 3 kids and 8 grandchildren. You sound really good. Keeping them in order. Number 2, we have got Christopher Pitt, a 26-year-old dancer. Although Christopher is an amazingly graceful ballet dancer, they have secretly orchestrated snapped tendons and cracked ankles for their rivals. Awful! This ensured they would get ahead in the game. They were banished from home when they were 16 because their parents were scared and confused about Christopher's sexual orientation. I mean, your sexual orientation can be whatever you want it to. I am fully accepting of that. But snapping your rival's tendons is awful. Do you know how hard it is for a dancer to come back after a snapped tendon? Terrible. Next, we've got Tamayo Hidaka, 31, astronaut. Inspired by playing Space Intruder a lot as a kid, Tamayo decided to join the Earth Defense Unit as an astronaut. A dangerous asteroid has been located for the first time after their training, and now they must land on its surface and blow it up. No, 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 no. You can't blow it up from the outside. You have to blow it up from the inside. It's the firecracker analogy. And finally, we've got Rashida Mateos, 37, diplomat. Rashida is a representative from Carthenia, a nation recovering from a major economic crash, in Cosmopolis City for a state visit. They've come to negotiate a mutually beneficial agreement. As they were being driven to City Hall, their vehicle was attacked by would-be assassins and rammed off the road. That sounds terrible. So, the only one of these 4 that I think is a bad egg is Christopher, because he keeps snapping people's tendons, which is just awful. I don't know who else we should get rid of, to be honest. Killing the president is awful, because she's quite a good one. She's known for being critical of exploitation, she's pushing for wealth equality, like, that seems all very sensible. We need you, frankly, because if we all die at an asteroid crash, then we're doomed. And while you're a really good egg, you're not strictly based in our city, but you've come to negotiate a mutually beneficial agreement for our city. But then, the fact that they're recovering from a major economic crash, is that necessarily going to be beneficial for our city? I don't know. Well, first things first. You gone down. And it also says humans on opposite ends of the profile bundle, so I guess that means that the president is safe, because she's on the same end of the profile bundle? So now that's giving us pluses to the building thing, pluses to the people thing, nothing on the trees, and some negatives on peace? I'm not really sure how this works. Let's save the astronaut. Which also gives us some pluses on trees. And I guess you're going to have to die, sorry. But that still leaves us with 3 lots of pluses. Off you go! I'm sure we'll work out the ins and outs of how to use this snow globe properly by the end. I truly just bought it because I thought it would be fun. Hello, Fate!
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience.
Why not?
Why not? Indeed. Why not?
You could be the next great.
I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback. Ah, all the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness.
Strong word. Meticulous. That's what we are. I'll take it. Kitty, so cute.
Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
And today we earned 400 pennies. Quick, to the shop with them. What have you got for us, Mortimer?
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
Ooh, this looks interesting. A coin, the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure. A nice little desk widget. And we've also got... ooh, a fancy suit. Ooh, I want a fancy suit. I don't have quite enough money, but I want the fancy suit. Maybe we don't buy anything today, and we save up. I want a fancy suit. That sounds exciting. Let's plop ourselves to bed. Good morning, people. On this bright and early day. Day 17. In the life of a Grim. Right, first things first. Coins go in the drawer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all our monies. Lovely. Then we check Corker. Formosan economy gradually improving after critical economic reforms. Click here, Talia Alfazi re-election campaign video. 3 up-and-coming athletes under trial for manslaughter of 2 rivals. Ugh. Carthenian diplomat suffers massive trauma and crash, falls into a coma. Doctors say close to 0 chance of recovery. That's not good, is it? Big asteroid successfully blown up, astronauts return unscathed. Yes, I knew that was what we needed to do. Instructions for the day. I hope you are still well, motivated from our performance discussion. You will be required to demonstrate utmost precision today. All humans in the bottom row have to die. Keep the chaos away, will you? Cheers, Fate. That seems a little bit... like... rubbish. No choice for us at all? Just do as you're told? I mean, he does tell us we're very good at following orders. I think we should have a quick read anyway, just to check. Moa Borg, 50, Defense Systems Developer. Moa has been working for the Phaeton Arms Defense System Company for 2 decades, designing new weapons platforms in order to keep the country safe. It's extremely important to modernize your weaponry, they have been known to declare often. New technology brings safety and security for everyone. So you're a bottom row chap, so you're supposed to technically be our dead one. Masego Akiro Oya, 33, Executive Chef. Masego has always loved the challenge of resolving problems efficiently, the joy of creative cooking, and generally being the one in charge. Sometimes gruff and severe, but they do care about providing an elegant cuisine experience. They're hoping to expand their horizons. You're also on the bottom row. And this chap, Adewale Sinclair Oyekan, 47, diplomat. Adewale, a former teacher of special education, turned their attention towards diplomacy after the conflict in Quilan a decade ago. Since then, they have demonstrated themselves a peerless orator. Diplomacy is easier than caring for kids after all. True, kids are complicated. So, those are the people that it wants us to kill. None of them sound like they've done anything particularly bad or particularly wrong. In fact, they sound like pretty reasonable people. Up top, the ones that it wants us to keep is Earl P. Grey. I like Earl Grey, that's a strong T. 41. MeTuber/content creator. Grey is a greying, dad-looking, psychopathic content creator who hails from sunny Afrai, some 1,000 kilometres south of Cosmopolis City. Their most enjoyed pastime is knocking down a couple of beers while watching the world burn. You sound awful. Lewis Noon, 30. Roadie. Being a roadie sometimes feels like a thankless job. You basically handle every part of a concert production, but get very little glory or recognition for all that back-breaking labour. Lewis doesn't complain, but does dream of bigger things. You've not really done anything too extravagant either way. Wilton Singh, 39, logistics coordinator. Wilton is a very proficient logistics coordinator. Their nickname at work is Smooth Operator. They also apply these skills to managing 2 separate secret families. Oh, terrible. What would your wife say? Well, wives, what would they say? Nora Sophia Eto, 39, white-collar criminal. Nora turned to regular embezzlement after their multi-level marketing scheme failed. The beauty products and cognitive enhancers were just not selling. All this to pay off their mortgage and to keep their child in a decent school. Nora films claymation shorts in their spare time. Right. I don't agree with this. This just doesn't seem like it's going to be good for the world. What if, controversial here, so we started with 4 in the top row, 3 in the bottom. What if we just did a sneaky swap? Would anyone know? Would they? Would they really? Sneaky, sneaky. Very sneaky. You don't see anything happening here. See? Same amount of people. This is the order they came in. Clearly. Live. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. The peace thing is now on fire, and there are negatives everywhere. Have I made a terrible decision? Probably. Give me some pluses somewhere? Someone? Oh great, we got pluses for the big building thing. And now we've got them negative again. Pluses. And the building's gone, and everything's negative, and the world's on fire, and we may have just destroyed the planet. Oh gosh. I apologise, world. This might not have been my smartest move.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
Ah, but without them, what would we do for a job?
Perhaps. We do still hold some control over the levers.
Are you saying we should kill them all? Don't say they could become immortal.
To put us right out of business? And you out of existence?
I like existing, don't kill me.
Would you really trade yourself for them? What a time it would be for us all. A peaceful time. Ah, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
You're welcome.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Since I screwed around with today's ones, I'm just going to take it and go. And we got 400! Lovely. Does that mean we can buy something? What have you got for us, Mortimer?
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey. But Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
So, we've got 1,000. We can either have the giant eraser. We can't afford the desk light. Or we could buy the Plague Doctor clothing. Shall we? Why not?
Huh. Didn't know I still had this beaked eyesore. I was at a gathering of some immensely wealthy idiots, where I saw an absolute buffoon wear this as professional attire. Just look at it. A weird long curve of a nose. And those stupid goggles. Ridiculous. Had to have it. So we plundered the whole lot of them. Lest these smelled nice. For they soiled their trousers from fear. Then the mask came in real handy.
Oh, great. So the guy wearing this pooped his pants in terror as it was stolen from him. I mean, we've just got to try that on, haven't we? No cloud in here today. What does this look like then? Oh my. How truly plague doctory. You can be a crow. Oh, I like this. Masquerade time. Well, this one's quite nice. Gold, shiny. It's a chicken! Let's be a chicken and let's wear an assassin suit. Why not? And to bed we go. Good morning, good morning. Chicken reporting for duty, bright and early. Day 18 of this glorious lifestyle. I spy a red one over there, and I've noticed that our whole snow globe seems to have gone red and everything seems to be looking a bit terrible. Have I ruined the world? Several major arms deals struck between Phaeton Arms and a number of foreign nationals. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. That is entirely our fault. I shouldn't have saved the arms dealer. Dozens of jobs lost after catastrophic cargo mismanagement. These two had no idea they were married to the same person until the funeral dispute. Sounds like some sort of reality TV show. Tensions cooling as diplomacy brings warring parties to a negotiation table. All the terrible life choices of popular MeTube creator finally catch up to them. MasterChef to start a new cooking show entitled The Exquisite Eats. Rudy's for the Wilderness asked to join the band as a drummer after end of latest tour. Oh, he got a good outcome at least. Will axolotls finally provide the solution to regeneration the medical community is searching for? And today we start work at 11:49. It's before lunch. So, since this is red and the world's on fire, if I shake this about... Yeah, we've got negatives everywhere. The little blimmin' dove has died. I feel like I'm actually killing the world. Cloudy with a chance of annihilation, that's what it says. Oh no. Okay. Tidings, Grim. Life should not be too predictable, do you not agree? We could use a little bit of alteration and alteration We could use a little bit of alteration and alternation every so often. And I have just the thing for it. Every other profile has to die. Must now return to my research. Fate. Okay. So by every other, are we going sort of 1, 2, 3, 4? Like, live, die? Or are we going like, live, die? Or like, controversial. Well, I want to see what the red one says. Marie LeChuck, 62, tractorist. For decades, Marie has driven. Grim, right, you need to keep your eyes open. Listen, think. Have you noticed what's going on? Do your choices make any sense? Does any of this make any sense? To see what they're hiding, you ought to mark this person for death today. I'm sorry, Marie, but we are too far in to not obey the red cards now. Oh my gosh. And by doing that, we've just got 4 sets of pluses. The red cards must be onto something. Oh, this is controversially interesting. Right, so they lived there, so that would imply that if they're a death card, these two on either side should be live cards, right? To alternate. So let's start reading this one. Renee O'Shaughnessy, 27. Teacher. Renee teaches languages and literary criticism to high schoolers, an arduous task all things considered. They have an interest in education science, with the aim to upgrade the teaching methods of other teachers, as many of the old-timers are not up to date with modern approaches. You sound like a good egg. And this one, by logic, should also live. Hannes Fial, 36, waste disposal. Hannes started working in waste disposal a few years ago, but they forgot to ask where to dump the waste during orientation. At this point, they're too afraid to ask. They sneakily bring everything into nearby forests when no one is looking. Bad egg. No. And what's the last one on this line? Stuart von Ellington, 41. Tavern keeper. Strong job there. Stuart is the owner of a cosy fantasy literature-themed drinking establishment called the Netherworld in downtown Cosmopolis. They're the original party animal and love really obscure horror. They're also a member of a podcast about bad films. Well, I love a good bad film. You sound great. Okay, and we might as well just read through these bottom ones before we make our decision then, shouldn't we? So, Jerry Murrell, 49, kidnapper. Jerry is a creepy kidnapper. There's no way around that. Their latest plan is ambling near stadiums wearing a cute mascot outfit and swiping kids who want to take a photo. It hasn't really worked thus far because of the crowds, but when it will, they'll demand a substantial ransom. Horrible. That sounds terrible. Jake Bartowski, 28, unemployed. Jake, a self-prescribed chemist, loves to create interesting recipes in their kitchen. Jake's latest work involves mixing opioids and uppers. They also enjoy showcasing their new inventions at the local club scene. Well, you don't sound great either. Yazira Gold, 36, trauma surgeon. Yazira became a trauma surgeon to help people, and because the job is intense, as they've gotten older, they have started research into possible avenues of regeneration and limb regrowth. I wonder if it's them working with those axolotls. Well, not at work. They enjoy walking their dog and reading graphic novels. You sound lovely. Gillian Van Dolken, 50, zookeeper. Some say they're the Mother Earth reborn. Some say they're a fairy tale princess. But whatever the truth, Gillian is a zookeeper who gets along famously with animals. Birds sing when they're near, and talk around town says no plant has ever died in Gillian's house. Okay, well, I'm sorry, but I think, Fate, every other profile has to die. We might need to do a little bit of reorganising again. Nothing went too wrong last time, did it? Well, other than the world burning. Okay, so, spread these guys out a little bit. You are dying, which means you are living, and we liked you, you were the teacher. So those are alternating correctly. And then you are the bad guy on this top row. So you are also going to die. Which means you're going to go on the end there. And someone that we want to live is the trauma surgeon, because they sound great. So you are going there. And then the top row kind of makes sense. Can I not slide you underneath? No. Well, you're alternating anyway. And we've still got 4 pluses up there. Right, bad people down here. You are going to die because you're a bad egg. Oh, the building's changed again. So if you go at the bottom underneath that guy that's going to die, yes. And then you're a good egg. Zookeeper lady, we'll keep you. You can go there. And then if we kill the guy that's giving everyone opioids and stick him there, and then keep our tavern keeper and stick them there. And everything is on a plus, so surely we've got to have made at least one reasonable decision today, right? Who knows? Corker knows, that's who. To the top. Tell us something good, Fate.
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion.
I'm all ears, metaphorically speaking.
Appreciate it. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
Can I read it?
Certainly, once it is finished. You will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing.
Magnificent.
Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? A tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
We are all over this. Yes. 400! Yes! Lots of money. Oh, I'm happy with that. And I feel like we made some good choices for once.
Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm of sails.
I don't think I've seen this one before. It's a grim cape! Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. I want it. Oh no, we don't have enough money! Oh, we don't have enough money for anything. Dang and blast. Well, in that case, I think it's time for us to pop in here and talk to the cloud.
Hey there. What you up to, killer?
Oh no, that sounds bad. I am a killer.
The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count? Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim Reaper.
Oh, she makes it sound so bad when she says it.
Nothing. Believe it's for a good cause, as always. It's not as if life and death are directly in your control.
But we made some good choices today!
No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to leave a like, that would be amazing. If you want to subscribe to the channel to see when the next episode's coming, that would also be amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and good night!